Welcome to FluentVibePodcast. If you are ready, let's start our conversation.
Daily check-in. Morning status. Hi, David. How's your day going so far?
Hey, Sarah. It's been quite hectic, actually. I had already finished 3 meetings before lunch, and there's still a pile of emails waiting for me. How about you?
Wow, that sounds exhausting. I've been working on my project all morning, but I managed to take a short break for coffee. Even 5 minutes away from my desk seems to recharge my brain.
Totally. I should probably do the same. Sometimes I forget to pause, and by mid-afternoon, I feel completely drained.
I know exactly what you mean. A lot of people underestimate how important small breaks are.
By the way, have you ever thought about changing your morning routine to something more energizing?
Definitely. Lately, I've been trying to incorporate yoga and meditation in the mornings. I read somewhere that if you start the day mindfully, you tend to be more productive and less stressed throughout the day.
That makes sense. I used to sleep in until noon on weekends, but recently I've started waking up earlier. I realized that if I had maintained a consistent sleep schedule over the past year, I would have felt much more energetic.
Absolutely. Sleep patterns are crucial. Also, I've noticed that even 10 minutes of stretching in the morning makes me feel awake and focused.
That's a great idea. I sometimes skip morning exercise because I'm in a rush, but I know it affects my concentration later.
Exactly. Plus, having a morning routine helps you structure your day more efficiently.
Speaking of routines, I've been experimenting with my diet. I notice that whenever I eat a heavy breakfast, I feel sluggish, but a light meal keeps me active and focused.
Interesting. I sometimes skip breakfast entirely, which isn't ideal, I know. Honestly, I wish I had been more disciplined about my meals earlier. I try to drink at least 2 liters of water daily, but sometimes I fail.
Don't worry, it's never too late. Even small changes can make a difference. I've been trying to prepare meals in advance so that I don't eat unhealthy snacks during the day.
That's smart. Meal prep can save a lot of time. I might try it.
What do you usually do after work?
Well, if I'm not too exhausted, I like to go for a run or hit the gym, but sometimes I just end up watching TV or scrolling endlessly on my phone, which is a bit counterproductive.
I can relate. I usually read a book or listen to a podcast in the evenings. Actually, if I had more time, I would probably take a cooking class too.
That sounds fun. I've always wanted to learn a new language, but I never seem to have enough hours in the day. If I had started learning French last year, I might be fluent by now.
True. Time management is tricky. Planning really helps. Lately, I've been trying to plan my day in advance using a digital planner. I find that when I organize tasks by priority, I manage to complete more without feeling stressed.
That's smart. My routine is often chaotic because I sometimes mix work with personal tasks, which makes it hard to concentrate.
Exactly. I also noticed that when I exercise in the morning, I'm more focused at work. Plus, it improves my mood throughout the day.
Exercise is crucial. I used to underestimate it, but recently I joined a local sports club. If I had joined sooner, I would have been healthier and more energetic.
That's true. Small but consistent habits really make a difference over time. Speaking of health, do you pay attention to your mental well-being too?
Yes, I try. I sometimes practice the mindfulness meditation, especially when deadlines are approaching. Honestly, if I had ignored mental health, I might have burned out by now.
That's wise. I also try to disconnect from social media for a few hours every evening. It's amazing how much it helps reduce stress.
I should try that. I usually scroll through Instagram before bed, and it keeps me awake longer than it should.
You're not alone. I think many people underestimate the effect of screens on mental health.
By the way, do you usually have hobbies outside work?
Oh, yes. I love painting and cooking. Painting helps me express emotions, and cooking relaxes me. What about you?
I enjoy playing guitar and occasionally writing short stories. If I had more time, I would probably write a novel someday.
That's ambitious. I've always admired people who can combine creativity with a busy schedule.
It's challenging, but hobbies are essential. They keep you motivated and balanced.
Definitely. I also try to learn a new skill every month. For example, last month I tried photography, and it was surprisingly fun.
That's a great way to keep life interesting. If I followed your approach, I might be able to learn a lot more skills as well.
Speaking of ambitions, do you think routines help people achieve long-term goals?
Absolutely. A structured routine allows you to allocate time efficiently and gradually reach bigger objectives. If I had followed a better routine earlier, I might have been further in my career.
True. That's why I believe combining routines with hobbies and self-improvement is the perfect balance.
I agree. I think having accountability partners also helps. If we commit to our routines together, it might be easier to stick to them.
That's a brilliant idea. We can start this weekend, morning jogging, followed by a healthy breakfast, and maybe a short study session.
Perfect. It's always easier to maintain habits when you have someone motivating you.
So, after our weekend routine, how do you usually relax in the evening?
I like reading articles online or listening to music. Sometimes I write a journal to reflect on the day. It helps me evaluate what I accomplished and what I need to improve.
That's smart. I also like reflecting on my day. I find that writing down achievements keeps me motivated and reduces anxiety.
Exactly. Plus, setting small goals for the next day makes routines more purposeful.
I couldn't agree more. Consistency and reflection are key. Have you noticed how people are becoming more eco-conscious lately?
Yeah, and I think that's great. I've started carrying a reusable bottle and bag.
Good for you. I'm trying to reduce plastic waste too.
If more people adopted simple habits, the planet would be in much better shape.
Do you ever feel burned out from work?
Constantly. Some days I wake up already tired.
That's your body telling you to rest. You should listen to it.
I know, but it's hard to disconnect. Even on weekends, my mind keeps racing with unfinished tasks.
That's exactly why we need digital detoxes. One day completely offline can reset your brain.
So, what's next for you, career-wise?
I'm thinking of starting a wellness blog, combining writing, psychology, and mindfulness.
That sounds brilliant. You've got the perfect personality for that.
Thanks. What about you?
I want to become a creative director someday. But first, I need to master storytelling and design.
You'll get there. You're persistent. If you keep learning, it's just a matter of time. You know, the older I get, the more I value peace of mind over success.
Same here. Chasing titles and money doesn't make you fulfilled.
Exactly. Real happiness comes from meaningful relationships and self-respect.
Well said. If people understood that earlier, society would be a lot healthier.
If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Probably somewhere near the ocean. Maybe Portugal. I'd love to wake up to the sound of waves.
That sounds dreamy. I'd pick Japan. Calm, organized, and full of culture.
Nice choice. If we ever get rich, let's swap houses for a month.
Haha, deal.
You know what's funny? We spend so much time planning, but rarely stop to appreciate how far we've come.
True. Even small progress deserves celebration.
Absolutely. If I could give my younger self advice, I'd say stop overthinking. Just start.
I'd say be patient. Everything good takes time.
Talking to you always gives me perspective, Sarah.
Same here. These conversations remind me what really matters.
Let's make it a weekly ritual. Coffee, no phones, just real talk.
Deal. And next time, you're buying.
Fair enough.